I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do. With the limited sources you have, your dream is still a finding motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my zone.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, it must be Wednesday. It must be Wednesday. You see, we got the Infinity Gauntlet mostly assembled here tonight. It is Gentlemen's Talk Wednesday. And of course, you see by the headlines, we are all starting to form back into our regularly scheduled personalities based on what you see. Because, of course, it's getting closer and closer to school starting. You know, I've been dealing with a lot of Karens and Lindas and Leons all summer long. So I am back to being the CEO of FRFO Incorporated. That means fuck around and find out if you don't know what that is already. But I am still your friendly neighborhood Mr. GQ until you fuck around and find out.
I'm your boy DJ Micah B. I am him on the ones and twos. If you know, you know.
What's
it's
up,
your boy Mr. J.
Oh,
no, you good? Yeah, yeah. It's your boy Mr.
These motherfuckers about to fight.
Yeah, I know. It's your boy Mr. Jen coming at you again. It's your mother's favorite son. It's another beautiful week to be here.
What's up, y'all? It's Outlaw. Even with your imperfections, you can do anything. And if you know what cartoon that is from, you get a brownie point. It ain't really worth a whole lot, but it's something.
You get a brownie.
Oh man.
Oh, it ain't worth much.
So before we get to our regularly scheduled program, I want to make sure I bring back our favorite thing in the whole wide world, also known as this wonderful disclaimer. All right, just making sure that y'all understand that this following show is not intended for children under the age of 16. There will be adult language. There will be adult content in this show, so viewer discretion is advised. That also translates to there will be some absolute fuckery on this show. So if your kids are listening, I'm sorry, but I'm really not sorry. But I had to say sorry. That's why I had that nice little disclaimer, because I don't want y'all trying to sue me. Karen, say what I said.
Wow.
You know, whenever I see the disclaimer, I think about about 20 years ago when you sneaking and watching Jackass on MTV and you hear that bow, 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 and the fucking disclaimer pop up and then it just straight fuckery.
It's
like,
true.
How most of them are not dead, I don't understand.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
Let me see. I'll start with. I'll do this in a I'm gonna do this in a counterclockwise order. I'm gonna start with Outlaw, then I'm gonna go to Mr. Gent, then I'm gonna go to DJ Michael B. So, Mr. Outlaw, how was your weekend, sir?
My weekend, brother, man, I was in South Carolina having a good old time, man. It's a lot of older women out there seeking attention from younger men, and I made quite a few women who are drawing Social Security feel better about themselves.
There you go. Come on.
Not in the way that you think, Mike. I just being, just being nice. And just exchanging
the only thing I can think about is in my head at that point is you made your brother proud.
Oh, 100%.
I didn't blow the dust off of nothing. I was just making old women feel good about themselves.
I mean, you didn't go Chris Jericho and break no walls down?
Brother, I'd have broke a hip if I'd have done something with them ladies. And it wouldn't have been my hip.
If they had money like that, a hip replacement ain't nothing but a drop in the bucket to them.
Mm-hmm. Get you that NCAA 25 on you. Come on.
Hey, look, if there's an older lady out there who wants to take care of a young man, let me know.
You're not opposed to a sugar mama, huh?
I ain't opposed to shit right now in this economy, bro.
Oh,
Red
shit.
hot.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going down, man? It's a good weekend. Went to Baton Rouge for a family reunion.
Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge.
That boy said family reunion. Okay.
Yeah. I probably got a stack of drinks with my mama. We had a good conversation and came on back to go to work. So I was tired this weekend. Yeah.
But were there any fights at the family reunion? Did any of the uncles?
This is
okay. With one of the family reunions.
It's the civil side. It's my mama's
Oh.
side. It's a little civil. So yeah, ain't my daddy's side.
Ain't none of the uncles out there in the yard talking about you stole my gal 30 years ago.
And nah, I'll tell what I saw because this family is like every 4 years, and I have been there since I was in high school. I saw where I got my bald head from, and it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
What's up,
What's the
China?
deal,
Well,
China?
China.
Hold on.
Yeah, everybody had the
Listen, I
same
got a-
shaped head, man. That's
I got a
crazy.
question
Damn.
for you.
We find out
That
y'all
your-
got some genetic Eggman heads going on, bro.
Mr. Jen, at your get because I gotta know, man, and I'm not judging. I just want to know, what kind of plates y'all got? Y'all have like the to-go boxes you serve, or you got like the flimsy plates, like the Dixie ones, or what you got, brother?
See what one thing that I'm gonna say. I hope none of my family is watching this right now. Is this that side of the family wasn't it? I had a burger and it wasn't it. It was sturdy plate. It was sturdy plate, and it wasn't. The food wasn't all that needed to be. That
No,
sturdy.
me and Mr. GQ, our family get together. We be throwing down, brother.
See,
Boy.
that's
I
the
can
other
attest
side
to
of the
that.
family.
A
That's the other
burger is
side
just
of
an
the family.
appetizer at our houses, bro.
Yeah.
That's just, that's
I-
just
But once I
low
t-
key.
well,
Well, listen, the burgers is really for the kids.
yeah.
Because the
But I
real
wanted to
food,
taste the
the
burger.
kids ain't. We know the kids. They gonna waste the real food, the chicken
Yeah, for
wings, the
sure.
ribs, the
Leg
brisket.
quarters.
So we
and all
make
that.
sure they got
Mhm.
some hot dogs, hamburgers, that basic kid shit, and go get
Yeah.
you your little Kool-Aid jam and stay your ass over there.
Yeah, it wasn't all that. It wasn't. It was quite disappointing, if I can say. So
That's
uh,
why I ain't never heard that from a
Baton
family
Rouge and
reunion.
get a
Yeah,
goddamn
right.
burger. I could have stayed
I was
home
just about to
for
say, how you
burger.
gonna go to the boot and get a damn
Yeah.
burger?
I'm looking at everything, and I'm like, I'm gonna grab this burger because they can't make that wrong. But then it was
Was it well done? Was it medium
it
well?
was
Like,
it was nah, no, it was meat,
It was not seasoned.
not
I
seasoned,
get it.
meat flavored. But it's all right, man. When they go get some
All
Mexican
those
food
goddamn
after,
seasonings down there in the booth, they ain't got no goddamn.
I'm just saying, you can
Creole
shake
seasonings,
you can shake a
that's
damn
why I
tree and the
was
seasoning
so
will fall out.
disappointed. That's why I was disappointed.
You can
You
go
know,
buy
it's
damn
hard.
seasoning on the street
How-
corner in New Orleans or anywhere in Louisiana for that matter.
If you had to give an average age of the family members that were there, what would you say the average age was?
Ooh, yeah, it was up there. It was
Yeah,
up there.
that makes
Probably,
sense.
I give it like
No.
anywhere between 55 to like 75.
No, that don't mean shit.
High blood
No,
pressure
no,
is
no,
the
wait,
leading cause of niggas dying.
Right.
Them old
That's-
folks is out there seasoning their fucking food.
Then that means
Hey,
you need to have a 35-year-old cousin cooking for everybody else,
So you mean
and
to
then
tell me
had
there
a
wasn't no?
had a triple OG cook for the old folks. You
See,
got
You mean to
see,
tell
the
me
young
that none of
folk,
your
we
aunties
season.
with the double decker elbows wasn't out there whooping the work?
listen.
Nah, I didn't. Everybody was skinny. I ain't had no.
You ain't got
You
no
always
no wiggle wobble elbow
at the
arms?
I
family
ain't
reunion, bro.
had
You know
that.
you got multiple people on different grills going, man. You got all the
Mhm.
food going. You probably usually got the seafood bowl going. Like
Mhm.
somebody
tell
could have
you.
made a little something for them.
I'm gonna tell you what's so disappointing about this, right? Let me tell you the most disappointing thing. Nigga, you cook. Why you ain't
I
have
know.
your ass on the grill?
I know. You're right. I didn't make it there in time. I was a day late.
And that was exactly going to be my point. The young folks wasn't playing that and wasn't getting there on time.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
had that disappointing burger in the middle of that little plate. That's why it was so sturdy.
All the
You want to
No,
all
go
the
ahead.
old people.
You want to know the worst
they-
part about it? The worst part about it, I worked the night before, got off work, head straight for a 4-hour drive, and got there. I was hungry and had that burger, and I almost cried.
They
honestly.
basically gave you the burgers we used to get in high school, like the lunch ladies would give us some like if you know you know
boiled
the
meat.
boiled goddamn meat.
My man, I don't
That
even think that
boiled
was boiled meat. I think that was like a soy burger or some shit,
a
or
soy
a
burger.
bean burger.
Gotta
What we call
be.
vegan and shit now is what the fuck we was eating in high school.
Like how
Yeah,
do
I
you
was
have
hurt.
a burger
Only
patty
thing I
that's
ever
fucking
got in-
pale?
Only thing I ever got in high school from the burger line is when they had the broccoli cheddar soup with the chicken cordon bleu. That was it.
Oh, we had a whole
Nah.
pasta. We had a whole
Blue
pasta
ass,
salad
it has
bar
to
with
be
the,
like
with the soup,
that.
so we went and
We
got
had
that
that too.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's where they kept the broccoli cheese soup. But anyway, so
Mhm.
I'm sorry you had such a at least from a food perspective, a disappointing
the
family. I'm sure the rest of the family
yeah.
reunion was lit. I'm sure y'all was
Yeah, yeah,
dancing.
yeah,
The
it was
music
cool.
was
Yeah, it
lit.
was
Everything
good.
but the food was.
What
I was
surprised about, they played Not Like Us, and I heard one of the oldest ones. Hey, I said, okay, Kendrick. Okay, Kendrick.
I'm a circle back on Not Like Us here in a second. I'm gonna get to DJ Michael
I'm
B.
still
Talk to us
mad you didn't get no good
about your
fucking food
weekend,
in
brother.
Louisiana. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's really what I was looking forward to, honestly. The main thing. So yeah, but nah, go ahead. Y'all continue.
Oh my God.
Look, DJ is
Outlaw's
dying.
really Outlaw disturbed, man. He's really disturbed that the food
Quite.
was not good in Louisiana.
You see his eyebrows, right? You
Get
see
his
that man's
face.
eyebrows.
So in first, listen.
Oh.
So Outlaw speaking for the both of us in this respect. We have family in Louisiana. Our dad's side is a good chunk from Louisiana. So there's a very high level of expectation. And not only that, Outlaw is kind of a frequent flyer to Louisiana. I think y'all go damn near every year for damn near around Christmas time. Like
I go for Mardi Gras and New
Yeah,
Year's.
so
Mardi Gras and Christmas. I go
so
like
he
2 or 3
knows
times a
this.
year.
He is very much well traveled over there in Louisiana. I'm the St. Patrick's Day spring break kind of traveler for that. Then I have never been disappointed, but I was disappointed in that story. I was very upset. I felt bad, but because our Louisiana family throws the fuck down. They don't care how old the 70-year-olds don't give a fuck. They say, look, I'm gonna die eventually.
Let me make it clear. It's not everybody in Louisiana. It's not a Louisiana thing.
Oh, we know.
Just, we had some people from everywhere. I think the people coming from
I got
Cali.
a question, brother, and it's gonna sound pretty fucking awful, and I don't care. Did Katrina wash away all their seasonings or something?
Yeah, they've had many storms since Katrina. That probably washed away that seasoning. Come on now.
Oh,
at least it would add a little more salt to it with that salt water over there, but nah.
Oh no. Well, boy, Outlaw said they basically had a Boston Tea Party, Louisiana style, and threw all the seasoning.
Oh my God!
Got to sacrifice the seasoning to the hurricane guys so they can get another one. You know,
they said we don't want Burl over here dumping.
Give us some more.
Oh,
put that slap your mama on it. Come on.
Oh, not to slap your mama. That's like the Holy Trinity. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh shit. So DJ Michael B, how was your weekend after all that?
My story is gonna be pretty boring compared to that, because that was damn. I was in Huntsville the whole weekend for Trail Ride weekend. I DJ'd Friday, Saturday, and a little bit on
Trail
Sunday.
Ride.
Come on.
Trail Ride
I still gotta take you shopping and get you your first pair of boots. Actually, you and Outlaw both. I gotta take both of y'all shopping to get y'all first pair of boots. Oh yeah, you did finally get some boots. I gotta take DJ Mike. I
want to go to that.
I got boots. I just never bought my own boots.
Again, as we said, we need to get you your own.
But no.
Recommend.
No, we definitely good on that. Boots cost more than Jordans, dog.
Nah, you ain't been shopping with me yet.
So
come on.
The trail ride was lit. Friday was good. Saturday was even better. Saturday was the party. Unlike Sherrod's family, my girlfriend's family can absolutely cook. They made some catfish. They made some wings and catfish and fries, wings and fries on both days. And they only made the catfish for me on Saturday because I'm not eating meat right now. Those that know. If you know, you know. So I'm not eating meat right now, but the catfish was absolutely smacking. AMP, that's right. The catfish was absolutely smacking. I had a good weekend turned up. And, you know, I am him on the ones and twos. I went into a situation, didn't know what to expect because I do not DJ trail rides. And I DJ with another guy and came out looking like we were the best duo ever.
Damn.
You know how to do it.
I'm talking about.
You know how to do it.
Okay. It was a big back weekend for you. Big back weekend. Well, not for you, but for everybody else. A lot of fried food is what I heard.
Boy, struggling. I know he was. Struggling. Boy, over there sweating.
Eating like that and being hot outside. God damn.
Well, the trail ride wasn't until they didn't start the trail ride till like 7, 8 o'clock. It was damn near dark. It wasn't that hot.
So it was
we started every. Yeah.
But yeah, about 90. But it's
Okay.
a steady 90. It's steady. It ain't the heat
Yeah,
index.
but
Ain't
I'm
got
a-
to do nothing with it. You know?
but if you know real trail riding, you're not wearing a shirt. You're probably wearing a muscle shirt. I wore
No tank top.
I wore a sleeveless shirt and shorts both days. I mean, and some shoes. I was comfortable. I didn't give a damn. Nobody else
Let the
cared. Everybody
mosquitoes pull your ankles up.
not at all. There ain't no grass where we was. It was nothing but dirt.
But did you ride a horse though?
No, I didn't ride a horse.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go on. I didn't go on
he
the
wasn't
actual
trail
trail
riding.
ride. I didn't go on the actual
Oh.
trail ride.
So you
The
didn't do
right-
that whole Django. Look at that nigga on that nag.
No, but god damn, I wish I did now.
He ain't one of those ordinary niggas. Nah. We don't treat him like other niggas.
me and the other DJ, we didn't go on the ride. We didn't go on none of the rides. We did get to ride the 4-wheel around a little bit on the property though. It's a big property.
No, that go hard. That go hard.
And the ride is only like the short way they take is only like a quarter mile around anyway. So it's only like
Okay.
45, 50 minutes, which didn't make any sense because a lot of people were getting ready to rope. So they didn't even go on the ride. So we just stayed and played music for the people that was there.
So y'all was just living it up, doing y'all best y'all rule treatment, just living it up, man.
Living it up and taking shots.
All right. Well, it's been an outlandish hell of a weekend for me personally. It started on Friday. So I went from Houston to Austin, back to Houston, to Austin again, to San Antonio, and then back here again. So there's levels to this. There's reasonings for this. So I'll full circle this for everybody. So for those who kind of been watching the show for an extended period of time, you guys remember our interracial dating show, which is where you saw the debut of Outlaw. And we also had the Father's Day show as well, which is another debut that Outlaw had. And another friend of the show was on that particular show. And, Ricochet, as his name was, also known as Devin Alexander, friend of mine. We share our other profession together as well. So I was actually working on a project with him. And so we talked, so DJ Mike could be in, I know Outlaw, well, the crew is aware, but now we'll let the people aware. So I was in Austin filming my first small independent film on Friday and Saturday. So that's how why I went back and forth between Austin and home. So that's how my weekend started, was literally filming in my
like
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan.
I don't know about all that, but
I was gonna say like a young Idris Elba, man. If you know, you know.
Come on now. Come on.
But looking forward to that. Hopefully the trailer will be ready over the course of the next 3 weeks. When the trailer does come out, I'll make sure we debut it on Gentleman's Talk so that you guys can see it. We'll have an interview with the director AC and for the writer, so we'll bring Devin back onto the show. We'll do another lounge episode. We'll talk to him, kind of, learn about what he's got going on. And needless to say, from that particular weekend, sparked a few more things that Mr. GQ will be working on. If you guys know me, you guys know I do a lot of work behind the scenes in the shadows and stuff. So don't be surprised if a couple more things pop up in the mix. No, I have absolutely no acting experience whatsoever. I don't even know how the fuck I got to this point, but we did it anyway, and it was dope. Not gonna lie, my first time being on an actual set, which was not a set, but a set, because we were shooting all around the city of Austin, Texas. And if you know me, you know I frequent Austin very well. So a lot of places I normally party at, I was filming a movie there. That shit was fucking bizarre. Actually, one of my scenes was filmed at Alamo Drafthouse. So
nice.
So if you know, you know. I know. You see Outlaw look on his face. He knows about. Him and I know quite a bit about Alamo Draft. So the one in Austin is massive. First of all, that it was massive, and it's 2 floors. That bitch is stupid big. Oh yeah, you go, you got the bottom floor with where you buy your tickets, your movies and stuff, all that. You go, then you literally go in, take a right, and it's the big ass bar, restaurant, dance floor looking little area. Then you go up the stairs, and it's all the little private movie rooms and shit like that with all these little cute little fancy names. Kind of look like some private nights at the strip club type rooms. Kind of how they look, but it looked dope. I'm not gonna lie. I was bro, this is a big ass Alamo Drafthouse. This was huge, but it was fun though. And so there's that. So I'll be I'm playing a detective in this film, so I'm doing my best cop impression. Yes, I had a donut. Um, so it's a cop.
Wow.
It's a cop thing.
Wow. That's a little stereotypical, but all right.
Hey, there's I didn't write it. I just performed it.
Yeah, you
Um,
play your part. Play your part.
yeah, play my
Play your
part.
part.
And then after that I was in San Antonio working an event for the Texas High School Coaches Convention. It's one of my favorite events that I get to work every single year. This is my third year doing it. I got to see a lot of my coaches, so a lot of my coaches from when I was in high school, a lot of coaches that I work with, and then just people I've been around. If you've been in the high school sports world for a long time, Byron Leftwich was there. He was putting on a seminar for quarterback mechanics, stuff like that. Last year, we had Kirby Smart talking last year. Steve Sarkisian was there last year. You go the year
Nice.
before that, Tom Herman and his strength conditioning coaches were talking, and that's what these coaches go there to get further education. Like this, when I tell you this event is massive, let me. So last year was in Houston at the George R. Brown Convention Center. That'll give you an idea of how big this event is, right? We're talking about like 15,000 coaches from across the state of Texas, all in one area at once. So inside of which, and so we were at the Gonzalez, the Gonzalez Convention Center in San Antonio. So they have a replica basketball court, football field, and a volleyball court inside this event, and they're doing live demos that these other coaches and specialists are teaching different techniques and stuff like that. So being able to sit there and watch like different blocking schemes on offense or watching different coverage schemes on this turf field being replicated and taught by these high-end coaches. And then for the basketball, they're bringing these young AAU kids that are like 15 and under out there doing these dope-ass basketball demonstrations of all these different drills and certain new play sets that they're running, like all this stuff like that. So just kind of upping your education game. And if you know me being, the big coaching fan that I am, like I enjoyed stuff like that. So that part was dope. Great weekend. And if you know anything about San Antonio, the Riverwalk is the most notorious place to go. And then you bring a bunch of coaches, which are just like teachers, after hours, it gets live. And it definitely got live. So today is National Tequila Day. I took care of all my tequila drinking this past weekend. That's why I ain't drinking no tequila tonight. I also had some mezcal as well. So I took care of all the things. I sent Outlaw a picture of the menu of the Iron Cactus that I went to, and yeah, that was A1. This boy here, that boy Jay Bell, what's the deal, baby? He must not be at work tonight.
God damn it! I had to do it one time.
Yeah. So but I said all that because unfortunately, when I got back today and kind of got back to normal, I did learn of some very unfortunate news. So I wanted to kind of just, kind of put it out there because you guys may not hear about it. Maybe you will if you keep up with anything around the high school, just athletics and sports world. But we had a coach that was there from Jasper High School. Her name was Aiden Burt. She was a cheer sponsor, cheer manager. She was actually shot and killed on Monday at the same bar that all of us went to the night prior. She was actually caught by a stray bullet. So I just want to send out my condolences to the family because that's an extremely unfortunate thing because this is such a high profile event and it's supposed to be a great networking event. We're supposed to be there having fun, enjoying, and things of that sort. And you just never expect something like that to happen at an event like this, unfortunately. So
There it is.
Hey, cousin.
You already know.
Yeah.
The huge. Okay, so now that we have essentially taken a Dragon Ball Z episode's worth of time to talk about all these other things here, see, I did that. I had to plug
About
that
your
in real
average
quick.
anime length.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the premise of today's show, if you caught a glimpse of the YouTube thumbnail, the title, it literally says, "Let's talk about what men truly want." So that is the brainchild of Mr. Outlaw here. He is our resident relationship guru guy, if you will, if you want to play that game. So Outlaw, if you don't mind, sir, I would like you to take the floor, kind of explain what journey we are about to go down and how we about to just fuck the scene up one time for the one time.
All right, all right, all right. So, everyone, thank y'all for tuning in. Like my brother said, today we're going to talk about what do men really want. we're talking about what do men want out of relationships, and I feel like there may be this misconstrued notion that like a lot of dudes out here just want to live free and slang meat and just be dogs out here in the street. But I feel like that those are not truly men. Those are just boys because they have not truly, you know, found themselves and are ready to really settle down and treat a woman right. So we're gonna talk about that today. And I feel like I got an excellent cast of men to talk about this topic with. I feel like everyone here is, truly extraordinary men. To quote Django and Mr. Gent earlier, you know, we ain't ordinary niggas. So don't treat us like ordinary niggas. Everyone here is well accomplished in their lives. My brother over there, 18 years in the military, got a beautiful wife and kids, got a house. Mr. Micah B, this man right here is a certified bona fide hustler. This man been on the ones and twos since I've known him, and he has made an excellent life for himself. Has a really good job, has a beautiful woman himself. Mr. Gent, you got two beautiful daughters that you're taking really good care of, man. Whenever your daughters make an appearance, I always smile. Okay, you can just see how much they love you. That don't come from just nowhere. That means that you actually, doing the damn thing and being present for them. And me, I don't want to just pat myself on the back, but god damn it, I got a fucking bachelor's, I got a house, I
You
take care of my
should.
daughter. I mean, yeah, like I gotta,
Now
I
fuck
gotta.
that.
your
Pat
shit.
the fuck out your back.
Talk your
Hey,
shit.
hey, what the women say? Hype yourself up, king.
Thank
You know?
you. But no, I say that to preface the fact that we're not just regular Joe Schmo dudes. We out here like really doing adult things, and we want to talk about what we want as men from women. And that was my soliloquy or my
Mm,
sermon, whatever.
both
That's
of
good
them.
work. Good
Yes.
word. Good word. Your boy got the bachelor's.
Yes.
B
Got that
O
bachelor's.
A L. Both of them. Both.
So who want to spit first?
Hmm.
Ooh,
I'll,
I'm about to dive in.
uh,
Cause ain't nobody else go.
I always want you to cook, Naka. I feel like you be holding back, and I be wanting you to just go off in there and just get all the hot grease.
No, I just look. I'm gonna be really level headed today, unless
No,
unless
fuck that.
unless we talk. Wait, okay. So we're talking about what we want. So I'm just gonna tell you what I want. Now later on in the back end, if we get to what we don't want, boy, I'll cook then.
I can
you heard
respect.
him.
I can respect that.
So I think I speak for everybody here when the number one thing men would want. You know what? Let's do this. Let's all just call out something one by one that we all would want, and see what we get to before somebody got to repeat something. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off and saying the number one thing men want is peace with a woman.
You stole
Mm.
my thought, but damn it, I ain't even mad at you.
Yeah, right. It was that quick. It was that quick. Like the first one that came off. It was
But
just
for the three of us, we think about peace. Already says like it ain't peaceful
that's
out here in this dating scene. Like something is
it's
wrong.
not.
Mm-mm.
It's not.
That's because it's not.
See, it's
It,
not.
it,
It's
it's not.
not as
In
common as we would like to say.
collectively, it's not as peaceful as it could be.
Yeah.
But what
Like
are the underlying reasons for that? Because I feel like I'm not going to disturb my own goddamn peace. So if my shit is all fucked up, it must be somebody else fucking it up for me because I'm not going to just fuck my own fucking piece up.
Hey, look, I read this post years back on Facebook. My character is great, but my attitude depends on who the hell you is. Big facts.
So
so.
my
Go for it.
go ahead. Go ahead. See,
Are you-
I'm my next one. Yes, we want peace, but at the same time, we will love a woman that takes. Don't shoot me, woman. Don't shoot me. Accountability.
Boy,
Oh, nigga, you done said the fucking A word.
Yeah.
here we go.
Accountability, because
Here we go.
that's part of the piece. That's part of the piece. Yeah,
he
y'all
he
know
done
when
he
y'all
done.
wrong.
Yeah,
It has to be out there because
why you out here dropping college words and shit?
Boy, yeah, you striking
take
nerves.
accountability. Take accountability. When you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, we okay with it. All right, but take accountability. That's the biggest thing to keep our peace at the same time.
But what does accountability take? Because I feel like me personally, accountability means that you have to have awareness. You have to be aware of where you went wrong,
Boy
and
That's
said
This
good.
that.
have
That's
man
good.
the
just dropped a double
Boy,
entendre
boy, you
on your
better say that.
head.
Boy.
Boy, come on now.
and I feel like to have not only accountability, you got to have the awareness, and to fix where you fucked up. And I feel like that takes integrity because a lot of folks will fuck some shit up and walk away from it. You ever seen a kid knock over some milk and be like, "Oh, daddy will fix it. Daddy will clean that shit up."
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have. I've seen it a lot recently because I have a friend that's on this podcast, more like a brother whose daughter does it. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them. So, I mean, that only excludes me.
But hear me out, Mr. Micah. Hear me out, Mr. DJ Micah B. You have to teach children to clean up after themselves.
I knew.
Why
See, I
is it
threw the
that these
alley.
women cannot clean up after themselves when they fuck
That-
something
that's
up?
why. That's why I threw the alley. I knew you
Yeah.
was gonna go there. I threw the alley for a reason.
Hey, come on.
And I'm gonna preface this by saying this is not all women, but I'm gonna
No,
address
it's
all
not.
of you because it's just I can't narrow down who got accountability and who don't. Because God damn it, if you show me who got accountability, raise your hands. Fuck it, I don't see no hands. So I'm talking to all of y'all.
Oh shit! Oh,
So
shit.
aside from peace and
Can't see no
accountability,
heads. Hey, come on.
I would like consistency
This nigga
because
spitting.
I feel like consistency is something that women expect from us. We start off, at a certain level. We got them at a certain standard. We get them used to how the first 2 and 3 dates is, and they want to keep that going. But I feel like women and also men, I've seen it before. Some of my homeboys, they get to a certain level of comfort and start dialing it back and kind of just stop doing what they was doing initially. They caught the fish and now they don't want, they can't take care of the fish, so they got to throw it back out in the ocean.
Boy, they caught the fish, they ate the fish, and it's gone.
Yeah, like that's how they get you. They act all, they put on that perfect fucking front, and then once you finally locked in, it's like this is who I really am now. Psych, I got you. You ain't going nowhere now.
It's like walking into a job on the first day.
Yeah.
You know
Once you
what?
get
Like,
past that honeymoon phase of your relationship, about 6 months, into your relationship, you start seeing this real individual that you with. And I just feel like a lot of folks can't be who they were in the beginning, for whatever reason. Folks change over time, that's real, but I don't understand how some people just cannot maintain a certain level of consistency, whether it's communicating, taking care of themselves, the level of interest that they once had in the very beginning. Like, why does that all have to just take a back seat once they finally got you and y'all actually established?
where you say that?
Okay.
See,
So
at
go
my
for it.
job, we rely on safety and safety matters. And once you start getting complacent, that's when things start not going the safest way possible.
Boy.
So in a relationship, you had to take it as in safety. You had to realize, you had to be your brothers and sisters keepers. You got to look out for the other person that you're with, to make sure that they stay good, make sure they stay happy, to make sure they stay, good within themselves, real safe within themselves, safe into the relationship, to make sure that prolongs the relationship.
But hold
That's
on,
a
my brother.
that's a bar from Future right there.
But hold on, my brother.
Don't get too comfortable.
You got to hold your partner accountable to maintain that level of consistency. And a lot of
Exactly.
folks don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to be told
Hell no.
you're not doing what you used to do. Who's all been there before when you tried to tell, woman, man, whatever, hey, baby, you're not acting like how you used to. We used to do X, Y, Z, go on dates, this, that, and the third, and now you on the couch looking at goddamn TikTok.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly
fight.
what it is. Yeah, it's definitely a fight. But we'll circle back around to that next topic.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
We're going to my brother.
I'm just
what do you want out of a relationship, my brother?
I'm gonna add to this current fire we brewing. We making a bonfire. We're not even at a cookout no more. We in the woods, goddamn it. We making a bonfire.
He started with accountability.
He did, and it just continued. These embers is going. I'm gonna say a triggering statement. All right, accountability is a very triggering statement. So I'm gonna unload round number 2 out of this 6-round chamber. Simplistic communication.
Mm.
I didn't say communication. I said simplistic communication. Now, let me open this can of worms real quick now. So what does that mean? What do I mean? We all know this, being 4 gentlemen on this panel. We are what you would call very simple creatures. All right. We don't overcomplicate things. We don't do nothing to just, we like the simplest, most efficient approach to whatever said crisis, situation, whatever. When I'm saying and why I'm saying that is because what I don't need is for you to say something, but have 5 other meanings for what you're actually saying. Notice all my fellas shook their head a certain type of way. Stop all that, okay? Last time I checked, not a single one of the 4 of us are X-Men. None of us are Professor Charles Xavier. We don't read minds. All right? Listen, like we said before the kids changed it. All right, keep it a buck. All right, just keep it a buck with us. Stop all the riddles. Stop all the underlying tones. Stop all that shit. Listen, straight to the point. Like, if you have an issue with me, the guy, tell me what it is. Don't give me the vanilla version. Like, don't just say, oh, because I don't like this. Okay. Like, why? Where's the where I need the actual issue.
Well, not
Like,
only the why, but can you tell me what can I do to fix it? Because a lot of women will be mad and have no solution to their own anger. So if you don't know what I can do to make you feel better, how the fuck am I gonna figure it out?
And the crazy thing is, sometimes they don't know why they don't like it. Something like I don't know why I don't like that, but
They know why.
I
They
just
just
don't like
want
when
to
you do
sound
that.
insecure or crazy. Let's just keep it a buck. Everyone know why they upset or triggered. They just might be too insecure to fucking say it.
Yeah, you gotta be, because at this point you're like, oh, I don't like that. Why? What is about that? Do you not like? I don't know.
Well, not only that, to segue into another excellent point about simplistic communication. If by chance we do resolve an issue, why I gotta hear about it 6 months from now? I thought we was past that. Why are you talking about it again?
If you're not over the situation, please don't tell me that you forgive me. Please don't tell me that you forgive me. If you're over the situation, if you're not over the situation, then don't tell me you forgive me.
If you
Because
bring it up in
if I
6
hear
months, I'm gonna tell you I done
6 months,
slept since then. Don't tell me all the
I
goddamn
don't
details
I don't
from I
remember
don't
that.
remember. I done
I
slept
don't
since
remember
I
that.
done drank since then. Don't come to me with some shit that we talked about and expect me
Mhm.
to have full, cognitive abilities to recollect what the fuck was the issue. Because I thought we was past it, so I'd put it in the back of my mind.
Because if it's tied together, okay. If it's not, it has something to do for you trying to win an argument. Here comes accountability again. Focus on that one task. Focus on that one thing in the argument. Don't come for trying to figure out what happens to this then, that then when you were mad about that part. Focus on that one task that you're mad. Why are you mad at this point? If you come back 6 months ago with something that's irrelevant, that has nothing to do with me. I wasn't that has nothing to do with me. I didn't do that. You forgave me for that. We talked about that. We talked that through.
That wasn't me.
So
That was
don't
Patricia.
that gotta be Patricia. Because at this point, I don't want to talk about it no more. Because you said you forgave me. We moved past that. We became back good. Don't bring that shit to me again.
But here's the thing, my brother. I feel like more so with women, it's always like you think everything is good until it's not. Like they come, you'll have one minor inconvenience, one bad day with your woman, and next thing you know, they're gonna bring out a fucking flood of all the things that you've done wrong, and it's like, how long you been holding on to this?
No,
I
for real.
go, like you've been holding on
Well,
to
I've
all
been
this.
thinking about this for a while, but I just think you should. Nah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Go sit down somewhere.
And
If you've
like
been
my
thinking
brother
about it for a
said,
while,
we are
talk to
simple
me about it.
creatures. If a man says he's past it, he passed it. With the woman, I don't believe that shit because I know as soon as I make you mad again, you're gonna tell me what I did on May 12th 5 years ago. I can't remember what I ate for fucking breakfast today.
And they remember the date too. They remember the date. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. They can remember the date, but they can't remember to make me lunch for work. But it's okay.
Who hurt you, my G?
Life.
Life. I am going to go with women have to be able to forgive themselves. And the reason why I say they have to be able to forgive themselves is because you have to be able to let go of whatever happened in your past relationship that you're still holding on to. We know you're mad because you let whatever happened in your past relationship happen to you, but you can't bring it into your new relationship trying to pin it on the new. Like, if the last guy was like, okay, he stayed out till 2 a.m. with his boys, and that's what he told you, but he was cheating on you. But the guy you date with now stay out till 2 a.m. and he's really with his boys, and then comes home the same way the last guy did, and you're going to jump down your throat and say you were out doing this, and that's what men do. That's what you can't do that. You just can't do that because that gets women into trouble left and right. You have to if you need to take time to allow yourself to heal before you get into a relationship, take the time to heal. Take the time to heal and forgive yourself.
And I was gonna say that,
go
Mr.
on.
Michael. So here's my take on that, man. Like you just said, I feel like women don't take the time to heal because I personally have seen it a lot with women. They go from relationship to relationship, you know, like they don't take time to actually be single and be by themselves. So being by yourself is a very scary place when you got to actually just sit with your own thoughts and sort that shit out. I feel like typically, generally, I'm not saying all women, but goddamn it, I'm just gonna have to address it as it is right now. I feel like women are quicker to move on to another relationship than men are. A dude will be single for months, if not years, but women, a goddamn relationship will end in a month or two later. They're already on the first date with somebody else. Where did you heal from your last relationship? When in 60 days did you sort out all the trauma that you had from that prior relationship?
Can I say something that's off the wall? Them being single and not dating and ain't gonna get their nails done. Ain't gonna get their hair done. You know that. You ain't gonna pay that rent. These men out here spending money, you know, just to talk to these females. So what they gonna do is continue talking.
Yep. Let me
Boy, you preaching.
Let me put a spin on this that pissed off a lot of dudes, but I'm gonna bring it to y'all because I had this conversation. Like a very similar conversation. Not what this episode is about, but what this current topic we're referring to. Outlaw said it, Mr. Gent said it, DJ Michael B said it. And I myself made this mistake. And when I say made the mistake, I made the same mistake that they're referring to. I got out of a long-term relationship and I did not take a lot of time to myself and let myself heal. And then I jumped into another relationship. What's the problem with that? The problem with that was that the relationship that I was in to follow that, this person was also not healed from said traumas of probably the last 7 relationships, if I'm gonna keep it a buck, because it felt like a felony rap sheet worth of fuckery anytime you did something that was about this big. Didn't matter what it was. What would seem like a routine thing was taken so far out of proportion that it would have been easier to simply try and climb Mount Everest with no oxygen.
Wow.
I said what I said. Now, why did I bring that up? Because I want to bring it back to something that that Outlaw said about men and being single for an extended period of time and taking care of themselves and things like that. Because we have to get away from this. And this is why I wanted to say it while we're here. I said this because it was true about my life in general. So I wanted to, and I was around a bunch of OGs and some younger cats, and like they couldn't wrap their head around why I said this. But we all remember the term. They say that women get who they want, men get with who they can get. Basically, I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely fucking hated that fucking notion altogether. I hate it. I think it's a stupid fucking notion. So
it is.
So for me, in the days when I was not tied down and I'd be out and about doing whatever the fuck I was doing, I never thought of it that way. I was like, man, fuck that. If I want somebody that's out and about that I want, then that's the person I'm finna go get. Like, it's not a, oh, well, it's 1:45 in the morning. I guess let me go find this one over here because that's the only one left. No, no, fuck all that. I'd rather that night end with me going home with nobody. Because
settle.
desperation will, this, first of all, I'm gonna say it like this: Mr. GQ is never and will never in this life be what's called community dick. I'm sorry, that is not a fucking thing. let's just put that out there right now. Like, we not out here just slanging PP for all the women out there. Like, no, there's levels to this. Like, there's some boxes that must be checked off, and if you don't check off these boxes, you ain't getting it. I'm sorry. Like, we blow backs for a reason. Like, you got to earn this back blowing. Like, you know, if you're gonna wake up hurting, it's because you earned it, you know. So,
Cause girl, you earned it.
Well, I hate to be crass, whatever the word is, but there are some brothers out there who think just because there's a hole, there's a goal.
nah, my fam. Yeah, that you. So, listen, and you know what the goal of that hole finna be? Gotta let it burn.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
especially out here in Houston these days. Shit.
Oh y'all preaching now, huh?
Well, to tie into what my brother is saying, I feel like a lot of people tie so much of their own self-worth and identities of being in a relationship, and the individuals who cannot sit alone by themselves will keep pursuing relationships to fill that hole in their heart instead of taking the time to sit back and, you know, fill that hole in their heart with their own interests, their own hobbies, you know, familial love, you know, finding your own worth within yourself instead of trying to look for a partner to make you feel worthy. Because that's exactly how you end up in a toxic relationship, trying to find somebody who's going to make you feel better about yourself. God damn it, you better come into a relationship already loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love me?
Absolutely.
Big facts. You
And
have to
then
be
going
on
back to
that.
what DJ Micah B said, there's a song about this. Usher wrote it, and it's called His Mistakes. All right, ladies, stop making the new man pay for the old man's mistakes. And fellas, at the same time, stop making the new lady pay for the old lady's mistakes, because it's not cool. It's just not. Every relationship is a new, fresh start. It just is. If you go into a new relationship with similar stressors from the previous relationship, you know what that says about you, the person? Your ass ain't healed yet. So you probably need to stay single for a lot longer, because the heart heals at its own fucking pace. Every human deals with this shit differently. Some people can just go out there and fucking relationship hop. How the fuck they do it, I don't know. But some of us in this
There got to
world,
be underlying issues there, because to hop
yeah,
in a
but
relationship, it tells me that
yeah,
the problem lies with you.
yeah, like you
You
got
can't
to
be
be able
alone.
to look. You got to be able to look in the mirror at yourself. Like Cat Williams said, you got to be content with your star motherfucking player. When you get into a new relationship, and you have to look at it as objectively as possible, because unfortunately, society has kind of ruined that for us, because one man or one woman cheats, and all of a sudden we've thrown everybody into the pot. Oh, every woman might go out there and cheat. Oh, that woman going on a girl trip to Jamaica, she finna go get her back blown out like some Stella got her groove back type shit. Oh, dude out there on a guy's trip and ain't come home till 4 o'clock in the morning and type shit. He must be out there cheating. Like, wait a minute, time out. Like, what happened to like just going out and just hanging out and it being cool? Now, I will say this, and I could be on an island by myself, and I'm okay with that. But if you are out, you know, saying if you married, you got a girlfriend, a boyfriend, you know, whatever your pronouns are, and you are out, and you out for hours, and you don't even so much as like text your significant other, I can understand why that person might feel some type of way, because you shouldn't be out having that so much fun that you don't even be like, hey, just letting you know I'm cool, babe, everything is good, or something. I'm not saying check in every hour on the hour. I'm not saying check in every 15, 20 minutes. But don't just go the whole goddamn night from pregame to you make it back home and not so much as communicate with your significant other at all, because they're going to worry about your safety. Because if you're out, that means you're drinking. If you're out drinking, hopefully somebody is not driving home. Hopefully y'all got an Uber, because the world we live in is shit happens like this. I just told y'all about a whole ass fucking story that happened yesterday. Like, this particular bar that we was at in San Antonio is one of the hottest bars out there in San Antonio. The whole was so packed, that's why it's 2 floors. and to be out and about having that much fun, then all of a sudden get caught by a stray. Just think about that. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I am one of those people. Like, you should at least let your significant other know that you good. Now, whatever your timeline is, that's between you and your partner and whatever y'all have communicated, whatever the case might be. Like, even now, like when my wife goes out and she goes to like these like these concerts or whatever she's doing, she hit me up every now and again or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I know you out, you good. I'm following you. Actually, my family, we got the Life 360 shit going on right now. So yeah, so we always know like what like is like my immediate, like the three of us, and then it's like her, my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law. Like, we all on the same thing. So we all know what the fuck, what's going on with each other. So at least there's that because there's precautions. Like, if you don't know anything about this particular app, it's extremely good for somebody that's out and about and driving, because if you get into a wreck, it actually will ping that, hey, individual may have potentially been in a wreck, and it'll alert 911, like, on the off chance something happens. So it's pretty accurate. Like, it'll tell you if you out walking, like all this shit. So when I was in San Antonio, boy, my damn shoe print was doing all this shit because I was on the move.
Yeah, it'll tell you when your battery getting low, all that.
Yeah.
So,
and it works when you have a teenage daughter who never has a charged phone.
I'm 30, so I still ain't got a charge phone. Fuck it.
Look, let me check my own battery power. Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm at 82.
I'm trying to charge it right now.
I cannot relate to an 82% charge phone after 10 o'clock in the morning. I just cannot relate.
Man, how much TikTok you be watching, dog?
My phone stay blown up. It's also my work phone. Like, I got Teams on my phone.
Ooh,
worst decision ever.
That's rough.
I got my work email on the work phone and my regular phone. So
I do have my work email on both phones, but I also got my work phone, and I keep, after a certain time of night, if I'm not actively working, that hoe is off or somewhere not around me, because fuck all that. But anyway, let's get back on
You know what? Speaking of work,
hold on, look, hold on, Jess, what's your current phone charge battery percent right now?
Come on, tell them.
Women keep their phone charged.
Nah, bullshit. I want to find out. I want to find out how many Instagram reels and TikToks you watching. What's your battery power right now? Watch it be like 42.
Shoot, she just sent me one not too long ago. What's up?
It's 100% on the charger, watching Instagram while laying in the bed and watching Gentlemen's Talk. Boy, I tell you what.
Sounds like a great Wednesday night. But as I was gonna say with this segue,
64%, 64%,
battery saving mode.
Because she been on TikTok, or maybe it's because she watching us, and we appreciate that. Look, China got him.
42.
Got him.
Damn.
I said what I said.
Mine on 21, so I can't even say nothing.
21.
Yeah, like, y'all at the house. And y'all at the house. I know y'all at the house.
And she said I'm in the bed too. So we appreciate you watching the show, from your phone, like while you chilling.
Keeping it 100.
That's keeping it 100, which is more than your battery power at the moment. So that's
y'all could have lied. Y'all could have lied. Hey, but appreciate y'all. Yeah. Now, my brother.
Oh, Pat said 8. Oh my god.
Come on, Pac-Man.
Not 8.
Come on,
look,
Pac-Man.
if it's on 8 right now, bro, plug it up, my guy. Plug it up.
Come on, brother. I know you got 3 minutes. I know you got Rose over there watching, Snoop Dogg Land and all that stuff. But come on, you gotta get better. Do better.
So what else we got? What else we got that the expectation? Whose turn is it? I think
it's mine. It's mine. But
go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do a segue because fuck it. We was talking about something kind of pertinent. I'm gonna talk about work. I feel like it's not too much to ask for a woman to have a good job or career. Like I feel like I know Mr. Jim
Rosie be draining me.
I know.
Hey man, we talking about your phone, bro. We ain't talking about.
That's his daughter.
That's wild. Man.
My niece.
I listen. Me and Outlaw got this shit down to a science. The daughters do not have our phones at all. Daddy phone broke. That's why you got a tablet.
Daddy phone ain't got internet no more.
I'm trying to look. Daddy phone on airplane mode.
I ain't got games on my phone no more.
That's why she got one of them nice little Amazon Fire tablets for kids with all your shit on it.
I just picked them up for Prime Day.
My daughters is up there.
Great purchase.
But no, as
Great
I was
question.
saying, what is it so hard to find a woman who has ambitions and actually has plans to reach those ambitions and goals? I feel like I've come across a lot of women who are just stuck in dead end jobs with no drive, and they expect to find a king. And it's like, if you're not going to go out there and do queen behavior, you're going out there and get the bag yourself. Why am I supposed to come with the bag already? You know,
I feel you.
I just, if you 30 odd years old still ain't figured out a fucking career, that's you on the struggle bus, baby. Like, I'm not trying to be ugly or put nobody down in their situation, but to be at our age, you know, millennials born in the 90s with our fucking check knee lights on, and you still working at fucking Dollar General or fucking Amazon warehouse or what have you, you know, like, those are not careers. Those are just jobs. That's
I mean,
just gonna pay your bills.
somebody say Amazon is career.
Depends
get
on
that.
where. Oh, it depends on what part
Yeah.
of Amazon you work in. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I done had some job offers where I'm like, my boy, I could be making more
I'm
money
talking
than I'm
about
making
being a
right
goddamn
now.
packer at Amazon. If you like, you know, goddamn marketing director or something at Amazon, okay, cool. But I'm talking about like those menial, low level, entry level jobs. And like, if you are not at a certain level, why are you asking for somebody else to be above the level that you're at?
Come on. So, in the words of Jamie Foxx, and at the same time, Neo, we need a Miss Independent, and she got her own.
Yeah, like I've
She
seen
got
a
her
lot
own.
of women. It's all over the internet. You know, women asking for dudes who make six figures, but what do you make? You over
Mm.
here making 35,000 after taxes? A manager at McDonald's.
Hey, manager at McDonald's make pretty damn good money though.
I think it's about
Yeah.
60,000 starting off.
Hey, listen, I take it. Like
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, and it's just me, but I'm content with a woman that has a stable job that makes a stable income. I'm not saying that the income that you just said, that 35,000 after tax, that's not considered stable. So, but if you got you a $60,000 job, but you still got room to grow, promotions and bonuses and all that other type of shit, I'm rocking with that because
Right.
I view it, it took me a whole marriage and divorce to figure this out, but it's all good. But I personally much rather prefer a teammate than anything else. I don't care who the breadwinner in the house is. I don't care if you make more than me. I really don't. What I care about is how are we collaborating to take care of business. That's it. Like, that's all I really care about. And like the way my household is currently set up now, I like it that way. It don't bother me one bit. The bills are taken care of. Things are managed the way it needs to be managed. I know what needs to be taken care of, when it's coming out. I'm good with it.
I mean, to your point, my brother, I feel like a relationship, a serious one, it's like
Thank you,
it's
China.
like a
She just said exactly what I said. Just and she converted it to lady talk. It's beautiful.
I like that, but I feel like people, and I don't want to make this sound transactional, but if it sounds transactional, fuck it. I feel like a relationship is like a business. It's an enterprise. You got two individuals coming together, bringing together their assets. And if you don't really have any assets, but you want me to have assets, that's not an equal partnership.
It's not a partnership at all.
No.
We learned about this in biology. It's a parasitic relationship.
Ooh, this man paid attention to science class.
Right.
Science
Come
is
on
my
now.
shit. So if you don't know what a parasitic relationship
Parasitic
is, it means one
relationship.
person is draining the life out of the other.
But it's the other
So
one.
one person is completely benefiting and the other one is dying slowly. Parasitic
Well, I'm a
relationship.
biology major, and you over there spitting facts. Come on.
So,
But to my brother's point, there are a lot of parasitic relationships where you have one individual who is making everything happen. And if that individual just stopped doing what they were doing one fucking day, everything
I
will fall the
said
fuck apart.
parasitic, and look, don't want to be a liability. And then look, boom, what she said, look, don't want to be a leech. Listen. And I'm gonna be like this, because I'm gonna be this guy 100%. If I was out there and I was one of those men that these women out here searching for with the income and all this other type of shit, and you come to the table and you are a liability or a leech, as our two of our favorite female said over here, we not getting married till it's a prenup signed. Because the way I view it is like, if I'm the corporation, you're coming into this as an intern. Interns don't get paid. So why you gonna enter this shit on a non fucking paid internship and leave with half the company? Fuck that look like? Like, and then if you get pissed off, I see a lot of this shit on social media. If you get pissed off about the word prenup, then you don't really understand. Like, we have this one notion of what a prenup is. Like, we have one notion. Like, there's such a broader definition. A prenup is a set of provisions. It's not just, oh, I'm protecting every single bit, because I'm not telling you that you're not going to leave with nothing. But what I am saying 100%, you will not leave with far more than you came with. Like, you're not going to come into this motherfucker with 10% and leave with 70. I'm telling you that right the fuck now. That ain't happening. Because I do believe even if you come into this as a millionaire who meets somebody who's not a millionaire, and y'all are together, 10, 15, you're together for an extended period of time, you got kids, you do all that shit that we see on TV. I do believe there are provisions in place that you should do. And all it's going to be for me is, I'm going to give you enough income to help you stay set up. Now you need to do exactly what I did, which is take that investment, invest that motherfucker, flip that shit, make sure that it's providing you residual income so that you can build yourself back up.
Come on.
But what you're not going to do is live the same lifestyle that we had on your own, because you wasn't doing it on your own before we got together. We was doing it when we was together, and now we're not together. So guess what? It's time to figure it the fuck out.
Big facts.
Point blank, period.
It's really quite a simple exchange. If I go to the stock market and this company is like, we need 10% more. Do you have 10% of this to invest to make us reach this goal? All right, yeah, I do. And I invest 10%. Well, guess what? When the profits come out, how much of the profits do I get? 10%. It's really simple.
Hey, you ain't heard nothing yet, Jed. This is I'm scratching the surface on this. I love doing it. That intellectual cussing is a part of my language.
We're some eloquent sailors,
Well, I know I'm not a sailor, but I got the reference there.
I like the analogy.
It's a phenomenal analogy, but it's just, I don't, and it's not. And see, here's the crazy thing, right? Like with China and like with Jess. See, we're not even talking about like them. It's not even our age group of women. Like it's a whole different set of women that are like doing this shit, and it's mind blowing. It's like, oh, let me be a 23-year-old who dropped out of college looking for a millionaire. The fuck. So what you saying is, because you feel as if you're an extremely attractive person, and that's what you bring to the table is physical attributes, which actually have no value unless you are in the world of putting it out there. Let me say it politically correct. What are you like you might hate hearing the term, what are you bringing to the table? But I genuinely care about what you're bringing to the table, because I do believe in a team, in a partnership, in a relationship, whatever word you want to use, that it's a total person concept. Like, cool, you might be physically attractive, but are you intellectually attractive? Because I'm telling you right now, if you intellectually ugly, nah, we ain't it. Not, oh Lord, not sexy Rojo. I'm glad you said that, because listen, every time I hear that girl speak, I drop like 5 IQ points. Like,
all three of them, she just said.
Well, I'm gonna take it from here. I feel like, to your point, my brother, there are women and men who are not being realistic with themselves. I'm gonna say it like this: I can go on Credit Karma right now and see how much I'm worth. You need to know how much you're fucking worth in a relationship. You got to know your own value. If you got 5 kids from 6 baby daddies, you are not worth a whole lot.
I mean,
The math was so.
I
Oh my
mean,
god.
in dating wise, it's to say if you woman out there got that going
No,
on, I
fuck
mean,
that. You're not worth
No,
a
that's
whole lot.
no,
Don't
that's
even,
no,
don't
no,
clean it
no,
up.
no.
Don't clean it
What
up.
he said was a part of it. Because
Don't,
dead
don't,
ass,
no, no,
no,
no.
that's a part of it.
It was meant to be ugly. It was meant to
Like,
hurt
no,
too.
Mr. Jent. No, he's 100% right. Because if you go out, no, fuck that. Let's paint this picture.
Shit.
Because here's what you gonna learn. I gotta blurt out my toddler screaming in the background. We're gonna paint this picture, goddamn it. It's story time. So, all right, if you out, man or woman, fuck the bullshit. Let's put it. I'm a gender neutral to fuck out this story. Watch this shit. You out and about. All right, you at the bar, you vibing. And if you're like me, when you go to the bar, you like to sit at the bar because it's a much better scene. You get to see everything. All right, cool. You meet this person, y'all vibing, y'all talking. Everything is great. The conversation is sensational. Then you start getting into the personalities and the persons. Like, all right, so, tell me about, what you got going on back home. And ladies, you meet a dude and he say, yeah, I got 2 kids and I got, 2 baby mamas. That's immediately finna trigger a red flag. 100%.
Out.
It's going to trigger a red flag. It is.
Out.
Now let's flip the script. Now, fellas, you talking to a lady and it's like, oh yeah, I got 3 kids, and I got 3 fathers, and you're like, okay. This is how the old world would have thought about it though. Oh, but your kid's gone for the weekend. Oh, okay, I'm finna go collect these fruit snacks in this juice box.
But at the same time, oh, you got 3 kids, 3 of them, baby. Oh, that pussy good.
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
I don't know if that's the case, but before Outlaw goes though, like the reason I'm saying that is because we have to understand the total person concept. So, all right, cool. You got the kid situation. It might be a red flag. I'm gonna write it down in my head and leave it there. Now I got to start figuring out the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out, okay, now what do you do for work? Okay, now you start telling me that you work, you start telling me, all right, cool, I'm a human resources person, and I'm like, oh, okay, bet. So that means you're making $70,000 a year. I'm like, all right, cool. So, you own your own house, you got an apartment, you start asking these prodding questions. Why do you ask these probing and prodding questions? You've got to get an idea of what kind of person it is, because guess what? You might be a parent out there with multiple kids and mothers/fathers of children, but you might have your shit together. So what started off as a red flag might actually turn into more of an orange or a yellow flag. Yes, those are all things in the world of dating. So obviously red flags means typically hard pass. If you ignore red flags, one of the truest things that will always be true is that red flag will be the reason that relationship ends. If you ignore it. Now, if that red flag converts to a maroon, orange, yellow, or green flag, you all right. Because those are things that can be fixed. Red flags cannot be fixed. Red flags are bad habits.
Out there thinking that red flags mean Six Flags, and it ain't it.
No, my brother. If that's what you think, you're on the wrong amusement park ride.
Let me ask y'all a question. While we're on the kids part of this, right? I have a question for y'all. How do y'all feel about on the dating scene when a woman says, no sexy rojo flags? That's a good point. How do y'all feel on the dating scene when a woman says she has kids, but she wants a baby dad? She wants a boyfriend that has no kids.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spit because I got some things to say about these kids.
Come on.
So I'm gonna go back to the original point. I feel like when you have multiple baby mamas, baby daddies, I feel like that says that you make bad decisions. And I'm not going to shame anybody, but hear me out. You have, let's say you have a kid with somebody and y'all break up. Okay, that's one baby daddy, one baby mama. That, everybody's entitled to have one fuck up. You live and you learn. You get to having 3 or 4 different mamas and daddies for your kids. That just says that you can't learn from your own fucking actions and that you are the problem. It's poor decision making to me. So here you are with 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. That's 3 times you don't make the same goddamn mistake. That shows that you hard headed, and that shows that I don't want to fucking deal with you already. Now you might have your shit together, like my brother said. You might have it going for you now, but in the back of my mind, I'm gonna keep thinking. You prone to keep making the same fucking errors, and you don't learn. So I'm gonna be cautious.
Now, I do want to jump back on the question at hand, and I love what Outlaw said. If I'm out on a date and this woman says exactly what DJ Micah B said, like, oh, I got 2 kids, but I want a man that don't have any. I need to know why. Why do you
Right.
want somebody who has no parental experience to be involved with you in the first place?
See, like that's one thing, because I was, I had one.
I like that comment. Because she touched on something I was gonna
Yeah.
circle back to, and it was the first part that she said is how long you were in these relationships. But she's
See, that's
right.
what
If you
I
was
was
on
about to
some
get at
one night
that.
stand type shit, and that's how 2 out of 4 of your kids was made, it goes back to what Outlaw
Right.
said: you make bad decisions.
Right. So, like I was about to say, like I have 2 kids and they're 2 different mothers. One of my kids, we were together for 6 months. We had made a child. Boom. It happened. It happened. We move around.
College.
Yeah, it'd be
Everybody
like
gets
that.
one. Everybody gets one. When it happens, it
But
happens.
my second one, I married her. So I married her, and then we just didn't work out. It wasn't because
Put
of
a
the child or
ring
anything
on
like
it.
that. I put a ring on it because I didn't want to keep raising, out in these streets like that. But the fact of the matter, that we was together for years on the time, So if someone comes to me and saying, "Oh, yeah, you got 2 baby mamas," and I don't know why, but no, my second one was my wife. My second one was my wife, and we just did not work out. There's a difference. But me popping out there throwing dick is 2 different things, I ain't out
I'm
here
telling you.
throwing dick.
Listen. No, I love it. Mr. Jen is 100% right, because he said exactly what I said earlier. Not community dick.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like what Mr. Gent said is pertinent because it provides context. There's a story behind everything. Even y'all with multiple baby mamas and baby daddies, there's a reason why it happened. And if you can explain to me in a logical manner how you came to having a goddamn basketball team for your kids,
Make
I'm
it
not
make
gonna say we're
sense.
gonna. Yeah, if you can make it make sense, that red flag might turn salmon.
Damn.
Barely.
Wow.
That old gonna have a nice
Hey,
shade of red
wait.
on it, though.
Hold on. Before y'all comment, I would just like to say, this is how you know we just not your regular simplistic guys, because everybody on here know what the hell color salmon is. That's why we all had the same reaction.
But at the same time, that flag still smells fishy. But at the same time, go ahead.
Wow.
Oh, now, brother.
That's a bar.
Look, now Pop goes the weasel. Hold on. This is what I'm doing. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Like, and it was wild, right? Is in the comments. This is what I love about this, right? In the comments are two of our first ladies for Gentlemen's Talk. That's what I'm calling both of y'all, Jess. So welcome to the crew with that. So between you and China being our respective first ladies here, and of course, our sister Jennifer and some other people. I love that first, I love the reactions that we're getting, because what's crazy is that neither one of them are upset about what we're saying, because they see the long term, they see the bigger picture of what we're saying. We're not out here just talking out the side of our neck. We're not, as my wife would say, we're not mansplaining, which a lot of women don't like. We're speaking from, truths and experiences and things that we've seen, because I do think the tide is turning. I 100% think the tide is turning. And I say, I do think that at some point in time, the narrative is going to be very different, and the prize is going to go back to being for a time is going to go back to being the men. The men will go back to being the prize. Right now, the women have been the prize for a very long time, and that's just the way it's been going. So I see y'all. I'm not neglecting y'all's comments. Don't worry.
I told y'all. Yeah, I got y'all. When we started doing merch and stuff like that, I told y'all I got y'all. All right.
I will tell you that merchandise is currently in the stages of being for drafting and review and things of that sort. So don't you worry. It's definitely in the works for shit show.
to answer your question, Mr. DJ Maccabee, because I'm, single and I look out there in the dating field and this, that, and the third, and I have seen women and their profiles who do have kids and be like, I don't want a man with kids. And it's like my brother said, why would you want a man to come into you and your kid's life with no parental experience, for one? And two, it's hypocritical because it's like you can have kids, but I can't have kids. So you're already starting off with double standards, which is going to be a red flag. And
that part.
yeah, like that already tells me
that was the fastest translation of a description ever.
I feel like that already shows that you can't compromise.
I love that y'all are giving these really thoughtful answers on the question I gave. But I'm gonna sum this up with one freaking answer, and I already had the answer in my head to the question. I just want to hear what y'all say. But let's just be freaking serious. Women don't want a man that got kids because they know damn well the hell they give their baby daddies. They know damn well that shit.
I knew that was coming. If it wasn't gonna be from me, it was gonna be from you.
You know damn well that's what it is. They know the hell they give their baby daddies over and over again.
Hey, I need you to come pick up the kids. No, I need you to come inside.
Calling a spade a spade.
I'm calling. Yes,
I need you to come inside.
I miss you. Let's not act
like. Hold on, wait a minute. Double standards when you've been double dipped, and what makes you think a kid-free man wants a double scoop? Yo, that bar she just spit.
Yo, that's fire.
Hey, look, this ain't no free ice cream cone at DQ on a Thursday type shit.
Come on now.
I feel like it kind of goes back to what I was saying about knowing your value in terms of dating. If you got kids, you already kind of got to put it out there that you're going to have to find somebody who either is cool with you having kids or already has kids. You kind of got to take your standards down a notch and stop asking for single with no kids when you got kids, because that's just not fair.
100%. Like I'm gonna take it. Go for it.
I'm gonna take it for my GQ up there. We ain't looking for a stepfather. We're looking for step up fathers. Out here, the ones that actually will step up in your kid's life. Yeah, okay, he wants to be there, not the ones that like just want some pussy on the side and have fun. Hey, when you gonna drop the kids off, I'm gonna come over after that. No, someone that's gonna step up and show up for these kids and love these kids like that you want them to.
Now, if you called GQ back in the day, if you was a single mom, I absolutely was trying to catch you on the weekend when the kids was dropped off. 100%. That is facts.
We're talking about GQ right now.
I will not lie about that. But we are talking about almost 35-year-old GQ who's been through some things and learned some shit.
Mothers, they always keep their fridge stocked, pantry always stocked. You go to a single woman house, you might get some ramen noodles and some water.
And to be honest, going out and going to the bar, those are typically some of the most fun women that are out anyway, because they don't get to get out much. So when they do, they wild the fuck out.
They do.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of the situation. Like, they have more fun than the girl who just turned 21, and it'd be like, okay.
And you know what? To speak back on what Michael was saying about, like, to kind of tie back into what my brother and Michael said, I feel like you got these single dudes out there who get with women who have kids, and they all for it at first because the idea sounds cool, but the reality being a parent, it ain't always cool. And I've had to learn from personal experience. So my child's mother, she already had a child before I met her. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I didn't understand how fucking hard it was to be a stepdad, and my brother can relate.
1,000%.
Being a step parent is not glamorous at all. So the dude might be cool with it at first, but after them kids done had 5 meltdowns in Target, and those ain't his kids, he might be like, man, fuck these kids and fuck you. Like, this ain't my.
Yeah, honestly,
it takes. Let me equate this in a way that not everybody will fully understand. What it takes to be a stepfather or a stepmother, in the very rare instances that it actually is a thing, because there are single fathers who end up getting with women and women become stepmothers. But in the case of a stepfather, it is the equivalent of a woman dating a first responder, a military member, or a civil servant, aka a police officer. It ain't for everybody, because it's not. It takes a very distinct type of person mentally to do that. It just does. And what Outlaw is saying is 100% right, because when I got with my wife had already had a kid. She had my teenager that is currently, out now, but she was in when me and my wife first got together, she was getting ready to start middle school. So in that transition of 5th to 6th grade. So I've been in her life now, basically, and she's a sophomore in high school now, to put it in retrospect. So that's how long I've been in my, in my stepdaughter's life. So I watched her grow up from the innocent child that she was to the, the teenager that she is now. So that does take a different type of person, because that shit ain't for the birds. That shit is not easy. Like, and I am in a house full of women.
Dad.
Like, I'm in a house. I'm in a house full of women. So I'm dealing with a teenager and a toddler simultaneously.
Ooh.
So I got two different levels of extremes happening in my house simultaneously at all times. So Outlaw and DJ Micah B know exactly what goes on in my household on any given day of the week, depending on what the fuck really going on. Because Micah's been here. He's been here for some times. Outlaw has been here for all the parties. So, and I know from his situation, because I've been there and seen. He is a level above where I was at, because there was a whole other layer added to his situation that we ain't gonna talk about. But
Let's not.
I couldn't have. I don't know if I could have handled the additional layer. Like, personally, I don't think I could have handled the extra layer, because sometimes I felt the pain that he felt when he would say certain phrases, and I'm like, yeah, somebody about to catch this RKO for real.
Man, and to kind of tie it back into the whole step parenting thing, man, they expect you to love these kids like they're yours, but at the same time, you don't get that same level of respect or admiration that the actual parent does. Like, if your step kid is acting out, are you obligated to whoop their ass? Do you discipline them? Like, what are you supposed to do as a step parent? Like, because that's not your kid, for one. And it's just like the other parent, the ex or what might have you, might feel some kind of way about you and act really fucking ignorant. And
True.
And a single man who does not know how that feels, a nigga talking to you crazy because you fucking his baby mama, and it's like, I ain't gotta deal with this shit. What you mean? Like, there's a lot that goes into being a step parent.
On the flip side, the other part of the equation that Outlaw didn't bring up was not just what do you do when your stepchild acts out. What kind of support are you as the step parent getting from the biological parent if you do decide to step up and discipline that said child? Is there backlash? Is there pushback? Or is there support? Goes back to this whole thing that we talked about at the very beginning. It goes back to this partnership, collaboration, and team effort type of thing. Are we really a team, or are you gonna hit me with the, oh, that's my kid, don't talk to my kid like that type shit?
But you over here providing for this
that touched
kid.
deep.
Like, that's the part that grinds my gears. You, like I said, you're supposed to love this kid and take care of this kid like it's yours. But when the time comes to actually be 100% a parent, you get pushed back and you get undermined. Like, oh, you can't talk to them like that. I'm paying for them to be here. What you mean?
Boy, speak the facts. Speak the facts.
Hey, it's easy to speak the facts when there's no lies to be detected.
Yeah, so that's why
Right.
I just honestly, Michael, to answer your question, I think it's just fucking ignorant for a person who has kids to be like, I'm not dating somebody who has kids. Like, that's just stupid and unrealistic. And like I just said a while back, like, people need to be realistic about their own value and what they can and cannot get out of a partner.
So
Facts.
to sum all this up in a great way.
I have one more before you sum it up.
Ooh,
I do have
okay.
one.
All right,
And
let's
y'all-
add another
y'all-
layer to this.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna love this one. Y'all are gonna love this one. Last but not least, the number one relationship standard in 2024, and I can't say it no better than that guy, the Toxic King himself. She cannot be for the streets. She can't. Don't be go out here with no OnlyFans and all this other nonsense. No, you can't. You can't. You can't
Yeah.
be for the streets, man.
I know there's a lot of people out there who don't want to shame sex workers, but I'm gonna shame them. Fuck it. I feel like being a sex worker shows a lack of ambition and creativity. If you got to resort to selling your body, selling pictures of yourself, and various positions that you wouldn't want your mother to see, I feel like that shows you couldn't figure out how to fuck to get out your own situation. You couldn't go out there and it shows that you will resort to the most basic human instincts when shit gets hard.
I would also like to say there is some women out there whose kids have OnlyFans and they support it. You know why? The mother supports it because guess what she was too when she was younger? For the streets without the internet.
If we're gonna bring it back to the older term, she was fast.
Yes, she was fast.
She was fast. That
So-
girl had that fast.
I'm gonna take it I'm gonna deviate it from it just a tad, but I'm gonna keep it on the same line. I will take a look at your social media. I 100% will. And I'm going to go to your social media for two very important reasons. Two reasons. One, I want to see what kind of pictures you post.
Oh my god.
Fast and free. If you're gonna be fast, at least get fucking paid for it.
If he gonna lay down, don't get up, broke.
Like, I mean, but first I'm gonna look at the type of
That
pictures you
$40
post.
era was wild.
because the type of pictures you post will say a lot. But the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the comments, and I want to see just how thirsty the comments are, because I want to see what kind of company you keep.
Facts.
Because I do think modesty is a lost art. Like, I do. Like, I don't see. She said it. She said it. I didn't say it. She said it. Like, I don't feel like.
down.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time,
retract.
like, the way I see it though is I just don't feel like you have to be out there flaunting the whole package. Like, what like you there's no need for that. Now I get it. If you at the beach, you wearing the two-piece, I got it. Whatever. You at the club, you got a nice outfit, I got it. But if everything you post every single day is of some outfit and you doing one of, as they like to dub men, the fuck boys. All right, if you out there as a female with one of the thirst trap poses, you standing on your heel to flex your calf or to make your butt raise, even though you ain't got no ass. That's why you wearing leggings, because leggings give you false aspirations. Yeah, I said it.
Just say you standing like a horse.
Like if you out there doing that shit every single day and you're not like actively in the gym, actually getting gains, actually putting that work in, you just doing it because it looked cute, that's a red flag.
To your
It's a
point,
burning. It's a red flag with some smoke coming off because that bitch finna burst and be on fire.
I'm gonna say it like this, my brother. If I can
Hold
get
on.
what did she say?
She said, "Oh, you got it.
Oh,
Look, can we get an example of what that looks like? Is she talking about the horse leg?
There's plenty of.
I
examples out there.
think she's talking about what you're saying, where they don't put the work in the gym, they have no body, and they're just doing it to make the ass look big.
You'll know it when you see it.
You'll know when you see
There it is.
because it's a lot of them out there just rocking the leggings just because because it look cute.
To your point, my brother, I feel like me personally, if I've been getting the milk for free, why am I gonna buy the cow when you ask for it? If you've been showing it off for everybody, you for everybody. Like, why you want me to suddenly tie you down now?
Oh, she talking about the thirst trap pose. You've seen it.
It's that angle where you somehow get your titties and your ass all in one. Like, I can't do it because I'm not a fucking hoe, but like you
Oh my god.
Jess, you know it. Jess, you know exactly what he's talking about.
But if you can somehow angle your fucking spine and get like a good portion of your titties and your ass all in one photo,
Stop putting that
photo.
ass on that sink. Stop putting that ass on that sink. Making it look phony. You're a phony.
Oh
You're a
no,
phony.
not phony. Oh, China, we was talking about the women out there that be wearing the leggings to get themselves false aspirations. If you caught that entendre that I just said, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Hey, put them TikTok leggings up, man. Put them TikTok leggings.
Oh boy, when them TikTok pants came out, boy, every single chick out there that had a goddamn cereal box for her ass had an ass all of a sudden.
Looking like SpongeBob. Mm-mm. Put it up.
To be for
Put
real
it
though,
up.
I'm gonna say one thing. I've been wanting to say this for a long time, and it kind of goes back into being realistic. But I feel like people need to understand that there is no perfect partner. You are never going to find somebody who's going to meet 100% of your wants and needs. Now, I'm not saying settle, but what I'm saying is find somebody who meets 70, 80% of your wants and needs, but gives you 100% effort. Because I feel like a lot of people out here be thinking, oh, they not doing X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna go look for it elsewhere. Well, goddamn it, the grass is not greener elsewhere because you might find that 20% that you was missing, and all you're gonna get from that person is that 20% when you had 70, 80% with somebody else.
But that literally ties back into you have to be 100% happy with yourself, and you have to 100% love yourself.
Yeah.
Because
And
no
here-
matter
but-
who you get with, you will never find 100% love with somebody. I feel like that, like
That's
85,
unrealistic.
90.
That is some unrealistic shit.
Nobody could love you more than they love themselves. Like
Exactly.
it's ridiculous if you love somebody more than you love yourself. If you love somebody more than you love yourself,
You're not taking care of yourself for one.
you're not taking care of
And
yourself.
you're gonna lose
That's
yourself.
a red flag. That
See,
is
that's-
the biggest red flag.
I'm gonna go with GQ because you're gonna lose yourself in that relationship.
Yeah.
You're gonna
100%.
find yourself. You're gonna find yourself worrying about your relationship more than you worry about yourself. You're gonna
But
find yourself worrying
I'm
about your
gonna
relationship more than
say
you find out
one
about your
thing.
mental health.
Good point, Mr. I'm gonna say this though. If you cannot make yourself 100% happy, how the fuck can anybody else can? Like
Right.
if you sitting here unhappy with yourself and you can't change that, what can another individual do to make you happy? Like it'll always be moving the goalpost.
Mm-hmm. Like some of y'all really out there acting like someone has to love you for you to love you, and that's not how it works. Like you have to be able to wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and love the reflection you see.
You got to be
If
okay
you
with your goddamn self.
if you do not love the reflection you see in the mirror in the morning, you need to fix you. Because until you fix you, you can't make somebody else as happy as they need to be. It is a collaboration effort. It is not 50-50. That is a stupid concept. It's exactly what we just talked about. It's much more of if you can give somebody 85 to 90% of that love, but match it with 100% effort into the said relationship, the relationship gonna be great.
Yes.
But if you pull up with 15% of that love and 5% of that effort, it's a one night stand. That's what the fuck it is.
Oh, it's going downhill quick.
Yeah. And you got to stop thinking the grass is greener elsewhere. Because a lot of people, they'll have a rough patch in their relationship and think, I'm going to go look elsewhere. You might not find much better than what you have. If somebody wants to actually work with you and work on the issues that y'all are having, that's an actual fucking keeper.
That's a partner.
Yeah, that's a partner. You're going to get back out there and realize you ain't got it as good as you got. You know, 5 years ago, you might have been hot shit, but now you done got older and you can't get the options that you had.
Right.
I'm a big fan of country music, and I still use these lame ass things on my phone called ringtones. Right. So my wife's ringtone on my phone is a country song from Jason Aldean that is literally called "Got What I Got," and it's the lyrics are phenomenal. And he literally says, "And when I got what I got, that's all I want." Like it is a phenomenal song, and it literally talks about everything the outlaw just said. Like, you're all that I want, you, and I got what I got. Like I'm good. Like I know the grass is not entirely ever going to be greener on the other side. So what that means you need to do is water your own motherfucking grass. That's what you need to do. You need to restore your own lawn and stop looking for a new lawn, because going back, like, I don't know, 12 episodes of Gentleman's Talk, you can't build a kingdom if you keep hopping to different grass yards. So how about you sit there and cultivate that fucking yard, grow some flowers, plant some trees.
I got a better one. You can't build a kingdom if you keep looking for lands to conquer.
Eventually, you're gonna run out of troops, man, because you're gonna spread yourself too thin.
You gotta keep running out of troops, trying to look for lands to conquer.
Hey, it's a lot of fake grass out though.
I got another one, and this ties back to the GQ point. If you can't take care of the grass what you're currently on, just jump into a new one. It's going to fail again. Your grass is going to go dead again, bro.
You
And
haven't
then you're
fixed
going
the
to move
underlying
on to
issues why
another one.
it died the first time.
You're still not fixing the issue. Jump into the next grass. Because why? This grass is going to go dead too, because you haven't figured out how to grow the grass yet and how to keep it living.
I'm also
Don't
gonna
worry,
say
Jess. We're gonna be here 8 o'clock on Wednesdays. We here. We live.
We ain't going nowhere.
yeah, I'm gonna say something else, kind of tie back into the analogies. I feel like what's very important with the relationship is how it starts. If you start with bad foundation, you gonna have a fucked up ass house.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
true.
lay that foundation.
Yeah,
Well,
And
so you gotta
if-
make sure you listen and hear what he said. And I'm not talking to the panel, talking to the ones listening, the ones who will listen at some point or another. Make sure the foundation is good, which means if the foundation of your relationship was based off of something nefarious, you already got cracks in the foundation.
exactly.
What does that mean? That means if you are the side dude and the side chick that became the main dude and the main chick, your foundation already got cracks in it.
Oh, preach.
Before you even got started, you already got cracks in the foundation.
Exactly.
If you
Like,
got into that said relationship behind a lie, there's cracks in the foundation, which means at some point that house gonna be leaning.
yeah, if you like
there's
they
a
always
leak in
how
this
you got it
whole
is how you lose
building.
them. If you got your partner because they was cheating on the ex with you, that's already a fucked up ass start to your relationship. That's already trust issues. Like if I could steal you from somebody else, that means you're
Somebody can
not
steal you
loyal to
from me.
begin with. Yeah, like if you
Well, then
can't,
that goes back to what Micah said. If they for the streets,
yeah, you already showing that you're not loyal, but you want me to be loyal to you. That don't make sense. And any
Right.
motherfucker who gets with somebody that they was cheating with, you a dumbass too, because it's gonna happen to you.
hmm
And if I hurt feelings, they need to be hurt.
I'm laughing for it. We'll talk about it post show after. We'll talk about this off the live because I heard that came from a very deep dark place for good reason.
And China got down right. Lust and leeching. Just because somebody got some bomb dick or some bomb pussy does not mean they need to be your fucking girlfriend or boyfriend.
I'm trying to tell you, hey, listen,
Fall in love with that
situationships
thing.
are still good things. Okay, you can be out there and have a situationship. It's okay. That is a mutually beneficial relationship. Back to our biology lesson from earlier. That is a mutual relationship. If the whole premise of the relationship is me and you both getting our nuts off, we good. That is a great relationship.
Oh,
Nothing
don't
more,
catch
nothing
feelings
less.
later. Don't
Just
catch
don't
feelings
catch
later.
feelings. Because
Yeah,
then
come on.
it becomes a symbiotic relationship, and we don't want that. I'm gonna keep going biology because I know my science
Boy,
all
you
too
don't-
fucking well. Like,
you
don't
always-
start fucking with me today. I'll start making all this shit.
But I kind of go back to the situationship thing, man. My problem with situationships is y'all fucking, that's cool. But when y'all start doing boyfriend, girlfriend stuff with no titles, and you do that shit for 6 months, do it for a
Coming
year,
confusing.
is giving out Christmas gifts to each other. It's like you with that person, you just don't want to say that shit. And I
Yeah,
feel like that's fair.
understand when I'm saying a situationship, we don't talk unless we getting together to do one thing and one thing only. There ain't no we going to lunch, we not going to brunch, we not doing none of them things. Like this agreement was agreed upon by the touching of our two genital parts. That was the agreement. That's all.
They
there's
say
some
that
people out
that's
there
your man. That's not your man.
Yeah.
that language there.
But hear me out though. Your situationship should not be at your family events.
No. That's
If-
not a situationship if it's at your friend, if they at your family house. That is you are testing the waters of your families, and that's not what you want to do. Because that now
You-
you're looking for
you gonna
something.
hear about
Hey
it.
man, won't you? Hey, where's such and such at? Why you ain't bring her?
Exactly. You
Him
want
around?
to hear
Like,
about it.
yeah, like no.
It's like
If
when your
you-
mama always asks you, what happened to what was her name again? Mama, I don't want to fucking talk about that. Mama.
Or look, don't get that one petty ass auntie. Oh, I see you done brought a different one around this time.
I'm just saying, don't be that auntie or uncle who show up with a different
Oh, I
partner
see
every
you ain't got your
Thanksgiving.
kids this time. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Damn, China, that came from a personal spot. It felt like, but that's true though.
Ooh.
Hey,
It's true because I
Yeah,
agree with what she's saying though.
Nah, I get it. I get it.
Like,
Nah,
nah,
you-
fam. If we listen, if you are the mother of my children and we are not together, and my family goes on a trip, your ass ain't going. My kid will go. Your ass ain't going.
I'm
Now, if we together, is different
be next
because
to you.
obviously you are automatic +1. Like that's a given. But if we ain't together,
I know what
your
this
ass
is
staying at home.
I know what this is
I'm
heading.
gonna go next one. Look, me and my baby mama's relationship is quite extensive. We're best friends. My family considers her as a daughter due to the fact that she doesn't have nobody else.
but hold on, Mr. John.
Like,
Stop right there. I'm gonna let you continue. But to a lot of women out there, for you to be so close to your baby mama, that is what we will call a red flag. And I understand
I
that
get
y'all
that.
have a healthy and mature
Healthy
relationship.
relationship.
I love that for y'all and for your daughter. But there are some people out there who will be like, this nigga too close to his baby mama.
I get it.
Hmm.
I get it. I do. But me and my baby mama have a healthy relationship, a healthy friendship, and it's just going.
Every time she
yes,
say that, I'm dead. Every time she say that. Hey, but
and yes, my family is close to my baby mama at the same time. You know, just to the fact she went on a family trip due to the
my brother.
fact
I'm gonna
due
say
to the
this.
fact of the kids, not as the family thing. This
My
as for
brother.
the kids.
What is my brother?
No. I'm gonna stand with Mr. Jen on this one a little bit. I'm gonna say 6 feet away from you, social distancing, but I'm standing with you.
Not a
I'm gonna
COVID reference in 24.
I'm gonna say everyone's co-parents relationship is different. If you are doing what works for your kid and makes your kid happy, then by all means do it, my brother. But when it comes time to actually be in a serious relationship with somebody, either you need to adjust the relationship with your baby mama, or they need to understand what the relationship is like with the baby mama. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just saying, like, for everyone in the audience, you know, co-parenting is fucking ghetto. I'm co-parenting right
Yeah.
now, and you got to do a lot of things that you might not normally want to do, but it's for the sake of your kids. Now you got to do it within reason. You know, you might not want to have family dinner with your ex every Friday, because that just means y'all still fucking playing house.
Yeah, playing house at that point.
Not playing house.
See, at this point of the junction, it was more. My daughter has experienced more things than what she's had in her life, and my daughter doesn't have those memories of having those phone moments with her mother.
No.
So, hey, invite
Yeah.
the mother. Let her have those memories of them going to do these things. So she has that memory together. Yes, we were there. Okay, that's obsolete. She needs to have these memories with her mother, and that's exactly what happened.
And I understand that
So
because there are times when I will do things with my child's mother begrudgingly. I don't want to fucking do it, but I know it makes my daughter happy, so I'll do it.
right,
How mature
And,
of you?
and Mr. G, you can attest to that. My ex has come to family events, since we've broken up. I don't make it very often, but she does pop up occasionally. And it's not because I want her there, but it's because I want my daughter to have memories of her
She
mother being
said I'm
around.
a prank. She said I'm dying in these comments, man. Oh my god. Oh, so
I'm gonna say this. This is what it's like to date somebody who has kids. And a single person without kids might be listening to me and like, this shit sound fucking stupid. Well, you know what? It is fucking stupid. But god damn
at
it,
this
when you
point,
have
yeah,
kids,
you
it just
understand.
yeah,
When you grow up and have kids, you understand.
yeah. Cause believe me, I don't like having to do this shit, but it's for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Would I invite
listen,
my ex to Disney World? Fuck no. But if we want to go out there and like do an Easter egg hunt with our daughter, I will oblige her.
see, I like that. Let's put that on the screen. As long as you communicate effectively what your plans you have with your baby mama or daddy and not being sneaky about it, then it's a green flag. That's what I'm talking about. She said it.
I feel like
She
it's red
said it.
flag
She
because it
said it's a
shows
verde. She
maturity.
said it's a verde flag. Since we speak in
Yeah.
Spanish, it's a verde flag. So we don't speak our Spanish colors.
I feel like from a healthy point of view, it shows maturity and growth because given what I've gone through with my ex, I could be a fucking bitter fucking asshole. Mr. GQ knows what exactly happened with me and my ex. But have I treated her poorly?
Yeah. No, you
I,
haven't treated her poorly. No.
I treated her nothing but grace and kindness, despite what she may have done.
The phrasing is beautiful.
And that's the crazy thing is like when it comes down to having baby mamas and everything like that, the fact that we hit the rough side of that. We will tolerate, some BS compared to them. They won't tolerate that. We mess up one time, they take the kids away. They didn't want to see us, stuff like that. But if they mess up, all right, come on, whatever. It's for my baby.
Listen,
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna keep it a buck because I've had this conversation already, and I was very blunt about this conversation. Me and Outlaw, I told Outlaw about this after I said that, but I was very blunt with my wife about that. I said, if you and I ever go down this path of divorce, I will go broke going to court over my child. I 100% will. I just will.
Yeah. We can
That's
be
just the
as
reality of the
common,
situation.
So just to your point, not every family event, not at all. Like we just had 4th of July at my house. My ex was not there. Like it's few and far between now that she shows up to events, and that's by choice. That's by design. I try to make sure if she's going to show up, it's something that pertains to our daughter. That's why I said an Easter egg hunt. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a memory that you want your child to have of both of her parents running around looking for Easter eggs. But just a family get together just for us to shoot the shit and drink and hang out. She don't need to be there.
She don't even know it's happening.
I didn't even tell my ex
Not
that
at
we was doing
all.
something at my house for because it's not for her to know. But if it's about our daughter, then yes, we can do events together. But if it ain't about my child, then I don't need or want to see her.
There is
And
no
I
That's
need for
probably
that.
what the main fact is. Cause I never tell my baby mother about the events that we do have. My parents like, hey, this is what we're having at the house. If you want to come through, come through. I'm
I
never
didn't even
invite
think.
her.
I didn't even think about that. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Right.
Yeah.
Invite her. It never comes from me. Like the whole family trip situation, I didn't invite her. My parents did. So hey,
And I'd have had a
it is what
stern
it
ass
is.
conversation with my parents. Like, hey man, what the fuck
And
y'all
I, and
doing?
I, and I, and I did, and that's exactly how the information I got right now. She said they wanted to have her have more experiences with my daughter.
Yeah, well, we
Than
should have talked about this
yeah,
way before we booked this trip.
but at the same time, this might sound horrible, and if it does, fuck it. I feel like part of the ugly fact of co-parenting is people gonna miss out on things. Like some kids got split holidays with their parents. They might go to their mama house for Christmas or the daddy house for Thanksgiving. And if y'all choose to do those kind of events together, cool. But it should not be the expectation or the standard that y'all always do holidays together. If y'all are cordial enough to do such a thing, then by all means do it. But
Hmm.
because y'all not together anymore, the fact of the matter is somebody's gonna miss out on something.
yeah. That's you. It's usually because I have another situation on the other half. I have a very cordial situation on this side. On the other side, it's a little messy. So when it comes down to my other daughter, yes, we have those. You go over there for Christmas, I got it for Thanksgiving, type of situations. But when it comes down to the other side, I'm like, okay, we're good. She can come around the family. It's cool. It's ain't nothing being weird. Ain't nothing being. Everything's chill. Then you come
Well, I
over,
think
we open this all
you know
together,
what?
and
I
be done.
I think what's lost in the translation of you though is that at one point your mom and your first baby mama were very close for the most
Yeah,
part.
they actually live together. Uh,
I didn't
for
want
the
to put your
first
business out there, but you
yeah, they
said
actually lived
so.
together for the first two years of my daughter's life. Uh, so it's different on my side, because I have a really rare situation here.
I was about to say, my guy, you got a less than 1% type situation going on
Yeah,
over
because
Yes,
there.
there's
yes.
somebody
That's
in, yeah, that's definitely I got a rare situation
I
over here.
definitely wasn't gonna say what the situation was, but I was like,
Hey,
your baby mama and your mom was a rare situation here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and
And
on the top of that, we haven't been together in 9 years. So
yeah.
That's a long time not to be together.
That's a long ass time.
I also feel like to provide context for how I operate as a co-parent, my parents didn't fucking like each other at all at all. Like they didn't start being cool until I was like already a grown ass man. So my entire childhood, there was no mom and dad will come together to do something for me. It was always your daddy gonna come get you. You know, I'm just being fucking real.
I know.
And
I'm only laughing because that sounds like a typical black experience when you grew up with
Exactly.
parents that are
And I didn't want to be that typical black experience. I
I
wanted to
didn't
have to
want
show
that
that
either.
we're a union. We're a union at the end of the day. Like you gonna respect your daddy, you gonna respect your mama. Like that. Like we talk about it. If she gets in trouble, we come together. Hey, this is what's supposed to be happening. So she sees that union. She sees that friendship that we're gonna come together when things happen. Now Pat knows.
Oh
Pat
shit! Look,
knows.
Pat got some charge on his
Pat,
phone.
Pat,
Got that
Pat knows
50%
due
now.
to the fact that because like him and his mom and my dad didn't get along like that, but it was different. That's how I love my relationship that I have with my brother, due to the fact that they didn't get along together. But once we got adults wise, we can see each other and we can grow our relationship as brothers. You know, we didn't actually have that as kids, but as adults, we actually can have that. So
And I'm gonna give somebody their flowers that really deserves it. I feel like I had a really good example of how to co-parent when I was younger. Because as y'all know, Mr. GQ is my brother. We share a father. We have different mothers. His mom went above and beyond to include me in everything, even though I was not her child. Our dad had three other baby mamas after her, and she took care of all of us like we were her kids. And I felt like the grace and love that she showed me as a child, not being her fucking child, and cooperating with our dad, who at the time was not who he is now. I felt like that said a lot about her and how to co-parent with somebody. What is trying to say? I was over here giving my soliloquy.
No, you good. You good now. Go on, catch up because she over here talking about the Mario coin, which I would have took Mario coins or Sonic rings. I would have took either or in this rant that she just went on, which was beautiful.
Oh man.
Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes you just want to keep it like strictly like, keep it a buck, and they over here like trying to reconcile, and you like, why would you want to throw up some food and eat it again? That's how I look at going back to your ex.
Wow.
It's pretty damn accurate. We don't do reruns around here.
Yeah.
Just because I recorded it on a DVR don't mean I'm gonna go back and watch it again and again and again.
Unless it's Martin. Yeah, we're gonna watch that again.
Oh, I can just go on HBO Max and just
gotta get
pull
your
it up.
groove on.
Get your groove on.
But see, at some, exactly. They are an X for a reason. Yeah, that's a great comment there by Jess.
Speaking of exes, I kind of want to address something else about relationships.
Uh-oh.
If your ex is around and y'all don't have kids together, why?
Mm,
I get it. I can get behind that one.
that's pressure. That's tough.
Like, I understand, maybe having them on social media and, you'll say happy birthday here and there, but like, if they're your ex and you got no kids together, they should not be so present in your life.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, I have a circumstance, but what you just said, it makes more sense. And the reason why I said it is because I dated a girl. I dated a girl.
Now you goddamn pretty much.
Yeah, I dated a girl. We're done. But one of my good friends, which is Quentin, that's his aunt. So whenever I'm with Quentin, a lot of the times, or he's like, "Hey, it's my daughter's birthday party, and I'm the godfather of his kids." Like, hey, we're having a party for the kids by the house. This, and that. Come through, and my ex will be there. But I mean, just kind of like okay, whatever.
But what if y'all were friends first, like our first lady just said?
So
if you put that thing in you, then
y'all would never be in love.
I mean, so I do think that I'm gonna answer this with there has to be a certain level of context, and this is what I'm gonna say when I say that, and it's not like you can't have just been friends, like It's got to be closer to that best friend level type shit. And y'all discovered in the midst of y'all relationship that y'all are way better as just friends than lovers and friends, like the song said. But because in that, and that's perfectly okay if you realize that you come to the mutual understanding. Hey, we've been best friends for years. We tried this relationship thing for a couple months. It didn't pan out. Let's just but I think that it's got to be that. Like, it can't just be we was casually friends, we dated, now we not dating no more because then let's just be friends. Because here's what's gonna happen: y'all gonna go out with a group of friends, and y'all gonna have shots, and y'all gonna get lit, and you gonna wake up with that 2 a.m. regret, and them feelings gonna creep back in. Man, maybe we ought to give it another shot. Like every country song that's out there, because they all are written the same. Y'all been out drinking, y'all see each other, y'all start texting and shit, and all of a sudden y'all wake up in each other's beds, and you're like, God damn, here we go again. That's why I said what I said.
I'm gonna say this: do I have friends that we've had relations with? Yes, there are some female friends our genitals have met, and we decided that let's keep it as it is.
Oh my God.
We didn't go full on relationship. We just once or twice. Hey, that was cool. Let's never do it again. That happens. I totally get that. But if y'all had a full on relationship and there's no kids involved, and y'all broke up, how present do they need to be in your life?
You see the problem with me and Outlaw? We start a statement. We started this statement like 45 minutes ago, and we've been building on the whole. We've said everything but sex.
Genitals meet. Hi, how are you? Good evening. Are we about to do this transaction?
Welcome to what life is with me and Outlaw on a regular day.
But no, real shit. I don't want to make it sound like insecure or what have you, but I feel like that does need to be addressed with your partner. I feel like it's a case by case basis. You have an ex that's still a friend to some degree or another. And I feel like you need to make sure that your partner is comfortable with that, and you need to fully explain who this person is, the nature of your relationship, and why they are still present. Because sometimes y'all could date, figure out, hey, you cool, but you're not like cool to be with, because that does happen.
Yeah, that does.
But
yeah, you also got to be willing to respect your partner if your partner is not down with that.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to make a tough choice.
Exactly. Because I've been in a relationship that we were friends first. We end up getting together, and I'm like, this feels like a friendship, not like we're together, and we end up splitting apart. Where we end up just we used to go back to being friends. It dwindled away. The friendship dwindled away just due to the fact of we went past that level.
It became awkward like every movie ever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it like this: let me meet your homeboy that's your ex, and if I see that he's not respecting boundaries, we're done. But if he's acting like he's just truly your friend, just keeping it strictly platonic, we can roll with that. But if that nigga giving you those hugs where it's like y'all used to fuck and y'all both know it.
You own it.
Y'all know exactly what that hug is too. Y'all know what that hug is like.
That's not a hug. That's an embrace. Nah, you gotta embrace it.
Hey. Are we talking about Michael Ealy making good? Is that what we got going on right now? See, look, she said the same thing. He gonna pick. I'm telling you, I literally just said it. That Michael Ealy making good.
I'm gonna say it like
this:
your
homeboy picks you up off the ground to hug you, we're gonna have words.
I live life.
You did that before.
Yeah, well, with stuff like this, I live life very simply. I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself, metaphorically speaking. I'm gonna let.
You mean like you did with the dude that was dry snitching? Yeah, I had to take it there.
You enough rope to hang yourself, and what the fuck did he do? He hung his motherfucking self.
If you got a snap streak with your ex,
people still have snap streaks in 2024.
Yeah, I do. I got a few.
I ain't got a streak with not a single motherfucking person. I ain't gonna lie to you. the sole reason I have Snapchat now is because my daughter like all the filters and we be making funny ass pictures together. And then I just send them to like my mom and like my sisters and shit. Like I don't really use Snap for shit else hardly ever.
I don't even know what the hell a snap streak is. So
It's basically you and another person sending snaps to each other consecutively in days. It's like a winning streak.
Yeah.
It starts from a 1 and then it starts to add a little fire to it and then numbers get there. When you get to 100, it's actually the 100 emoji. Like it's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, my longest snap streak is 713 days.
Hey, hold on.
So
I was just about to put that on the screen because hey, Snapchat is thought chat.
now that's really what they OnlyFans be doing.
but you just say you have a streak of what's your what?
He says 700.
713 days. Yeah.
Is that with your ex?
Nah, that's one of my friends. And
Have you and your friends have quietus?
no. She's a lesbian.
He
She's
said
lesbian.
coitus.
No coitus? No coitus at all is what you're telling me.
No coitus.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Mr.
No
J.
coitus. No cunnilingus.
I'm
No.
gonna stop you right there because I have lesbian friends who were not always lesbians.
No
Nah,
meaning
she was
of
always a
genitals.
lesbian.
Facts.
She was always
I had a few lesbian friends that were sometimes only lesbian by show.
So they're really bisexual.
Because when the lights turned off, it was not the case.
They're bi-curious.
Look, you see them scissors? It ain't nothing to cut them off.
Hey, that's the same thing I was thinking. So what you saying? Oh, you say I'm the man.
I
Man,
feel like
listen.
everything we're saying here is basically like one big point about having boundaries with friends. Because I can goddamn tell
Exactly.
you there are some people who do not understand how to be in a relationship and also keep proper, healthy boundaries with their family and their friends. If you got a female group chat and you tell them every goddamn thing that goes on in your relationship, God damn it, China.
China, if you on that Henny right now, chill. That's some Henny talk.
Put the blunt down. Put the blunt down now.
Oh man, listen, if we keep continuing on this rant, we're gonna be on this show for the next 6 hours.
Yeah, we will.
So
Yeah, we should just wrap it up then, y'all.
look, perfect timing. Look at them red flags, 100%.
She said, "I'm sorry, y'all. I'm high as fuck."
Look, look. He said it.
Put the blunt down.
Hey, Jen did say put the blunt down, but I'm gonna start with DJ Michael B. I'm gonna start with you this time. We're gonna do that very often. But final thoughts, my brother.
Great episode, fellas. First off, second of all, there will be no PVT tomorrow. PVT will be back next week, Thursday. But Friday, you can catch us right here on this page, Inside the Huddle with Mel. And well, I don't know if Moo's gonna be there, but definitely Mel will be there. And probably another guest host. And of course, Monday, you catch us back basket to basket. And then, of course, next week, Wednesday, we'll be right back here on Gentleman's Talk, bringing you another Fire Talk Show episode. Big shout out to China and Jess for being in the comments all night, adding fire to this sizzling flame we have here.
Absolutely. Outlaw, what's your final thoughts, brother?
Man, phenomenal episode. Thank you to our first ladies in the chat. Y'all were fucking phenomenal. We couldn't do this without y'all, and we do have merchandise planned, and y'all will be one of the first ones to get said merchandise. Aside from our lovely ladies in the chat, real talk, before y'all get in a relationship, make sure you in a relationship with yourself and God. Make sure you fucking love yourself, like for real, because you get out there unhealed and unloved, it's gonna be the same shit every single time. It starts with you. If you want to have a happy and healthy relationship, have one with yourself first.
You see that?
God.
Oh man, Mr. Gent, talk to him.
But nah, another phenomenal episode. Great conversations. I love these gentlemen. I love their minds. I love y'all chat. Yeah, Pat, make sure you charge your phone. You know, let Rosie relax for a little bit.
Buy Rosie a tablet.
No, not yet. She's still this little baby. So not yet.
It's okay. Okay.
Don't do it yet. Don't do it till yet. But no, y'all go ahead and like, subscribe to the actual YouTube if y'all watching on Facebook or anything. But yeah, it's another great show. Love the ladies in the chat. Love yourself, love God too. Get your spirit right. If your spirit ain't right, then you can't find somebody else's spirit. It's called soul ties for a reason. If you're
And
soul
don't go
tied,
looking at
you love
goddamn
your soul.
astrology and tarot cards and talking to crystals to get your spirit right. Yeah, that's not how you
Yeah,
heal.
nah. It's not. That's not real shit. Real shit.
The
That's not how you do it.
lemonade is
That's
not
not
the
how you heal.
microwave causing you to have fucking issues. The issues are with yourself.
Just because you got a full moon don't mean that's the nigga for you. All right. Come on.
Oh my
If,
god.
hey,
my
no,
god.
no, real shit. If she asks you what time when you were born, like that's a red flag. Like, no, you're not about to do my fucking star sign, moon sign, and ascending sign, and find out like what
Resin.
earth and fire and signs I correlate to. Nah, you doing too much.
Oh my god, this post-show conversation finna be absurd.
That's
yeah,
actually
so-
a bad statement to make right now, knowing what is
So-
happening.
I'm actually just gonna say it like this.
Oh yeah. I get you.
Outstanding objective show from the gentleman. This wasn't a bashing session. This wasn't a negative session. This was a conversation amongst gentlemen talking about something that needs to be talked about more often. And I applaud and appreciate some of our first ladies being in the chat and being completely objective and agreeing as well, and dropping, their own knowledge bombs and things of that sort, because it goes to show you growth, and it goes to show you further proof that men and women can 100% collaborate if the topic is right. Tonight was one of those topics. So we appreciate the chats. Patrick, I appreciate you for coming through and committing with your 8%. You probably got it up to about 35%. Then you came back to the show. So appreciate you. Next time, just charge your phone on low power mode. It'll charge up faster, and then you can stay on, and then everything is good in the world. No, I'm just playing with you. That shit was just funny. That was one of my favorite parts of the show, is talking about everybody's goddamn battery power. That shit was funny. But hey man, y'all like, subscribe, y'all follow, man. We making a lot of traction on this YouTube channel. And I'm glad you put that up there, China, because I was just about to say something about that. But 100% to rest in peace to Sonia Massey. If you have not seen that disturbing video,
be careful, because it'll piss you off.
Yeah, just
It'll
should
piss you off.
I was curious, but now I'm not.
Like, you should watch it, but I'm telling you,
it's gonna trigger you.
It's a trigger, and I hate to use the word trigger. Trigger is kind of an insensitive word to use right now, but it is that. Like, that's just the way it is. But we're like I said, we're closing in on 2,000, man. But we need our listeners, our followers, man. We need y'all on the YouTube, because we on our way to 2,000. We trying to get up to 10,000. Like, we trying to do all this for y'all. Like I said, when the trailer comes out in the next couple weeks, we'll debut that on Gentleman's Talk, so you guys will get to see Mr. GQ in a movie setting, trying to get his young acting on. But as per usual, ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We appreciate you guys, and we are out.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality activated.